California. Today on to week. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Jackson options out left. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run over center with Mitchell. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 24 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200+ in this game.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mitchell. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hooker. Incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Monarchs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Hooker's throw caught by Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hooker now off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing. Hooker. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Hooker. And the pressure gets to him again. Kayvon Thibodeaux has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Play action. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Mitchell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jackson on 1st down. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. On 1st and 10, Hooker. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hooker. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. A give here to Mitchell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And things already were problematic for them. Then you add in the safety, followed by the field goal. Yes, all things considered, not the worst possible outcome, but they've got work to do here as they come up 1st and 10. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. White on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A play fake, now White. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, White. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He finds his man complete. That's Beck. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. On 1st down, it's White. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. White off play action. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those 2 teams approach halftime. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Alvin Kamara, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. It was a running back, Elijah Mitchell, who stood out in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. White. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the ground is Mitchell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll come on to kick this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 29.
Play action. Here's White. Out route complete to Dulcich.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 12.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now White.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now it's Zuerlein to try the Ram field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jackson to throw.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
Gets by him at the 25, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action, here's White. Able to find Gray here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
White looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, White. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. London about set to take over on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson, option right, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They run. It's Mitchell. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down, here's White. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the shotgun, here's White. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now White on 4th down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Right back to Mitchell here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 78 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Monarchs.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Londoners, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year.